Before the tourists arrive with their cameras, before the palace gates open to the public, before the world witnesses the perfect stillness of a royal guard in full ceremonial dress, there exists an entire world of preparation that remains invisible to most observers. The day of a royal guard begins not with fanfare, but with silence and routine. Long before sunrise touches the palace walls, alarms sound in barracks where these men sleep. There is no snooze button in this life, no allowance for tardiness. The first movement of the day sets the tone for everything that follows, and that tone must be one of absolute precision. In the dim light of early morning, guards begin the process of transformation. Personal grooming is not a matter of vanity, but of regulation. Every detail of appearance falls under scrutiny that most people will never experience in their lives. Hair length is measured against standards established long ago. Facial hair must be either completely absent or trimmed to exact specifications. Even fingernails come under examination, checked for cleanliness and proper length. These requirements might seem excessive to outsiders, but they serve a purpose beyond aesthetics. A royal guard represents continuity with history, and every detail must honor that responsibility. The preparation of the uniform is a ritual unto itself. These are not garments that can be pulled from a closet and worn without thought. Each piece requires careful attention. The tunic must be brushed methodically, ensuring every fiber lies in proper alignment. Buttons demand polishing until they shine with mirror-like clarity. The famous bearskin cap, towering and distinctive, must be positioned at the precise angle dictated by tradition. When fully assembled, the ceremonial uniform weighs more than 30 pounds, yet it must be worn as though it weighs nothing at all. Physical conditioning forms the foundation upon which all other preparation rests. Guards engage in exercises specifically designed to build the endurance required for their unique duties. Standing motionless for extended periods places demands on the body that differ entirely from conventional physical activities. Muscles must be trained to hold positions without trembling. The cardiovascular system must learn to function efficiently even when the body remains still. This conditioning happens daily, building reserves of strength that will be drawn upon when duty calls. Training drills consume hours of a guard's life. These sessions focus on the precise choreography of ceremonial duties. Every movement during the changing of the guard must be executed with exactness. The angle at which a rifle is held, the rhythm of marching steps, the synchronization with fellow guards. These elements are practiced until they become instinctive. A sequence of movements that the public might observe for mere seconds may be rehearsed hundreds of times until it achieves the standard of perfection required. Inspection is a constant presence in the life of a royal guard. Senior officers examine every aspect of preparation with uncompromising attention to detail. They look for imperfections invisible to the casual observer. A thread slightly out of place, a crease in fabric that falls 1 degree off from ideal, a speck of dust on polished leather. These inspections serve not to humiliate, but to maintain standards that have defined excellence for generations. Guards who do not meet requirements return to preparation, making corrections until every detail satisfies the exacting criteria. The hierarchy within guard units exists for clear reasons. Junior members learn from those with experience, absorbing knowledge that cannot be conveyed through written instructions alone. A veteran guard shares techniques developed through years of service: how to maintain circulation while standing still, how to focus attention without moving the eyes, how to remain alert during the monotony of static duty. This knowledge passes from generation to generation, refined by countless hours of practical experience. Mental preparation receives equal emphasis with physical readiness. A guard must cultivate a state of aware stillness, remaining vigilant while appearing completely passive. He must observe his surroundings constantly, noting any unusual activity or potential concern while giving no external sign that he notices anything at all. This requires a particular form of mental discipline, training the mind to process information without reacting visibly. During preparation, guards practice this quiet alertness, learning to catalog their environment while maintaining the expressionless composure that tradition demands. Before significant public events, the intensity of preparation increases. Guards receive detailed briefings about what to expect, the anticipated size of crowds, the presence of dignitaries, any variations from standard ceremony. They learn precise timing for every segment of duty, where each guard will stand, when movements will occur. Every element is planned and rehearsed, leaving nothing to chance or improvisation. On the night before major ceremonies, many guards remain in barracks rather than going home. This ensures readiness and allows preparation to begin even earlier. It also reinforces the separation between civilian identity and ceremonial duty. When a guard assumes his post, he sets aside personal concerns and becomes part of a tradition larger than any individual. The morning of a significant event carries additional weight. Guards assist one another with elements of the uniform that cannot be managed alone. They check each other with the understanding that they function as a unit. A flaw in one guard's appearance reflects on everyone. This mutual accountability creates bonds that run deeper than ordinary professional relationships. As the moment for public duty approaches, guards gather for final inspection. Senior officers walk the line, examining each man with practiced expertise. Final adjustments are made, a belt tightened, a cap repositioned, a posture corrected. Then comes the transition, when guards move from preparation areas toward their public posts. The change is visible. Expressions become neutral. Bearing becomes formal. Men who were conversing quietly moments before transform into the stoic figures the public expects to see. The march to position is itself ceremonial. Guards move in formation, steps synchronized, bearing dignified. They are crossing from the private realm of preparation into the public space of duty. Once in position, the true test begins. What appears to observers as a brief period of stillness may actually extend for an hour or more. During this time, a guard cannot scratch, shift noticeably, or react to any provocation. Tourists attempt to make him smile. Children perform antics. Occasionally, someone is deliberately disrespectful. The guard remains unmoved, discipline holding against every distraction. This motionless duty is far more demanding than it appears. The body protests against unnatural stillness. Muscles cramp. Weather affects comfort, heat building inside heavy uniforms in summer, cold penetrating inadequate layers in winter. Rain may soak through ceremonial fabric. None of these conditions alters the guard's responsibility. He stands his post because duty requires it. Between public appearances, guards rotate through various responsibilities. Equipment must be maintained. Posts not visible to visitors must be manned. Night watches are particularly demanding. While the city sleeps, guards remain alert, protecting grounds and buildings entrusted to their care. These midnight hours receive no public recognition, yet they are performed with identical dedication. The personal sacrifices required extend beyond physical demands. Time with family becomes limited. Holidays are often spent on duty. Important personal events are missed. Social opportunities are constrained by demanding schedules. Guards accept these costs, understanding that duty does not accommodate personal convenience. After public events conclude and crowds depart, work continues. Ceremonial uniforms must be cleaned and restored. Equipment undergoes inspection for wear. Any item showing deterioration is repaired or replaced. The standards governing appearance before duty apply equally to maintenance afterward. Only when all these responsibilities are completed does a guard truly finish his service for the day. Over a career spanning years or decades, a royal guard will stand his post thousands of times. He will endure every type of weather. He will maintain composure through countless provocations. He will sacrifice personal comfort repeatedly. For most of this service, he will receive no individual recognition. His name will not be celebrated. His specific contributions will go unrecorded. To the public, he will simply be another guard in an endless succession stretching back through history. Yet this very anonymity gives the service its deepest meaning. A royal guard does not serve for personal glory. He serves because the duty itself matters, because someone must maintain standards and uphold traditions while others go about their lives. He serves to be part of something that transcends individual existence, to add his contribution to a chain of service connecting past to future. The preparation that happens before public events, those unseen hours of training and inspection and maintenance, reveals essential truths about character and commitment. What we do when no one is watching defines us more accurately than our public actions. The discipline a guard exercises in pre-dawn preparation, when no observers are present, speaks more truly of his character than his stillness before admiring crowds. This dedication to excellence, regardless of recognition, extends beyond palace gates. In every field of human endeavor, achievement is built on private preparation. The surgeon who saves lives studied for years in solitude. The musician who moves audiences practiced endlessly, where no one heard. The craftsman who produces beauty refined skills through unseen repetition. Excellence is not created in moments of public performance, but constructed through private commitment to standards we maintain, whether anyone watches or not. The Royal Guard teaches us that genuine strength is often quiet. True power does not announce itself constantly. Real strength lies in restraint, in the capacity to endure without complaint, to serve without demanding recognition, to maintain standards when lowering them would be easier. In choosing to prepare endlessly for duties that receive little acknowledgement, Royal Guards demonstrate that meaning comes not from seeking attention, but from faithful execution of responsibility. They show us that dignity is found in doing what must be done, not for reward, but because it needs doing. The silent guard, prepared through hours of unseen effort, stands as living proof that the most important work often happens in the margins, in early mornings and late nights, in repetitive practice and thankless maintenance. And perhaps this is the highest form of dedication, to do what is right and necessary, not because anyone is watching, but because integrity demands it.